Tēnā koutou, katoa, no mai, haere mai. Welcome, folks, to the Dunedin Ice Stadium. It is finals weekend in the NZWIHL 2025 season. We are at Game 2, so if you're just joining us, this is the game number 2 of tonight's action. My name's Matt Whiffen. I'm here with Bill Falcone, who will be bringing you the play-by-play commentary tonight. And let's just recap that game that was before that, Bill. It was the Auckland Steel up against the Dunedin Women Thunder. How did that go?
Yeah, I thought it was a great game. On paper, Auckland should have won by 3-4 goals. And other than the empty net goal at the end, it was a one-point game. And Dunedin played really well, I think. They didn't have much puck luck in front of the net. And I would have liked to have seen them keep more pressure in the offensive zone, but otherwise it was a great game.
Yeah, they pushed them all the way, 4-2 the final score. So Auckland Steel through to the final tomorrow, and the Dunedin Thunder will play off for third place. But this game now, Bill, it's the big game for the Wakatipu Wild and the Canterbury Inferno, the winner going through to that final game.
Yeah, no, this will be great. The number 2 versus number 3. And we're just about to start things off. We're going to get some awards, but we'll go through the starting lineups quick if we have a moment. For the Wakatipu Wild, in goal, number 25, Jordan Wishman. Defense, number 92, Gracie Helmrich. Also on defense, number 32, Caitlin Hollier. Forward on the wing, Manuela Pedrosa, number 48. Also on the wing is Caitlin Heel, number 8. And in the center, the captain, Kelly Nelson, number 22.
Starting lineup for the Canterbury Inferno, starting in goal, Sierra Morgulis, number 1. On defense, it's Eden Greaves, number 15, and Angela Godfrey, number 69. Up front, Jacinta Hoagland, number 26. Mary Scorden, number 27, and Gabrielle Guerin, number 10, completing that opening lineup for the Inferno.
Now they're just giving out some awards.
Yes, I do have that here for the milestone games.
Here we go.
All
right, so for Canterbury, Stephanie Covison, 50-game milestone. This is Steph's 8th season with the Canterbury Inferno, having played her first game in 2016. She is now 50 games strong. Also, Millicent Smith, a 75-game milestone. Millie started playing for the Canterbury Inferno, then the Devilettes when she was just 14. She has since gone on to represent New Zealand 4 times and is now playing her 75th game with us today.
Well, congratulations to those 2 players there for wonderful careers, and both of them hoping they can go one further today to go to the final tomorrow up against the Auckland Steel. Referee for tonight's game, game number 2, Hayden Potter. He will be assisted on the lines by Barrett Wilson and Aidan Todd. Of course, with Kyle Matthews watching their every move as the referee supervisor. These 2 teams played already this season, of course. In the regular season, they had 4 games, and it was the Wakatipu Wild with a series lead there, 3-1. Inferno's only win against the Wild happening up in Canterbury at Christchurch Ice Arena, 4-3. Last game they played, Wild heavy favourites, heavy win there, 7-2. But anyone's game tonight, Bill.
Yeah, absolutely. This is going to be a close one, I think. Could go either way, and I love Canterbury with the young team. They keep grinding even when they're down. It's wonderful. So just about to get the drop, and Canterbury wins the face-off. Goran's going to take it around in neutral ice, going to dump it forward. Doesn't get past Helmrich. She's able to push it into neutral, and it comes out. We're on a delayed offside. As now Pedrosa's taking it down the left side, top of the circle. Gets past one defender, but Goran comes in, cleans it up, goes behind the net. Pushes it up the side to Hoagland. Hoagland pushed it back to Goran, but kept in nicely by Nelson. But now pushes into neutral. And Nelson gets a far shot that goes wide as Wakatipu does a line change. Canterbury will start in their own end. That's Greaves. Skating across ice, going to take it into the zone on the left side. Down the circles, pushed outside by Weeks. Centering pass gets knocked down by Hollier nicely, and now Weeks tries to get it out, can't, comes back. Hollier now is going to push it in and kicks it forward to get it out of the zone. Now She gets past Kemp. She's taking it down the left side. Going to get a backhand shot. Rebound right in front. Nobody there. Burstein has it. Unable to clear it. Canterbury doing a nice job keeping it in. Hart kept it in there and now pushes back. That's Barnett. Pushes it into the side. And now pushed into neutral. It's going to be chased down. Thought that might have been icing, but Burstein down there fighting against Gardner. Canterbury comes away with it, pushes it into central to Hart. Hart's going to take it across, dumps it to the left side. Quick shot there. Oh, weak pass, rebound. Nothing in it. And now they're fighting for it down in the corner. Hart comes in. No, Kovacin comes in to try and get it. And looks like Polly Bennett comes away with it, back to Hart. Mills keeping good pressure on. Gets it in the corner, pushes it behind the net. Pushed up the side, but not able to get out. And now Hart's going to take it down the right side, dumps it forward. And Canterbury will do a line change. They'll get a partial change for Wakatipu as they start out from their own defensive end. They dump and they finish their line change. And now up to cross ice pass to Hoagland. She's going to take it down the left side in the corner. Battling in there against Lawrence. I think that's Nelson comes away with it. Pushes it up to Heel. Heel has Pedrosa. Holds up, then cross ice to nobody. It'll be kept in the zone by Heel. And it's wrapped around the wheel. Gibbons has it down in the corner. And it comes out. They're able to push it into neutral ice. And they'll skate it down the left side. They have a 3-on-2 here if they're quick. Hoagland takes it behind the net. Centering pass gets kicked by a skate. And Nelson will pick it up in the opposite corner. She'll start up cross ice. Has Pedrosa and Heel. Gets through a defender. But broken up nicely by, was that Barnett or Greaves? And now Hollier's going to take it down the left side. She has Godfrey on her, pushing on her. Now Burstein's going to come to the side. Backhand bounces out in front, and Morgulis gets a save.
Yeah, good action from both teams. You love to see the end-to-end stuff. Canterbury looking really good, moving up ice. Nice smooth entries into the offensive zone. Not a lot of dangerous changes in the moment, but also Wild with some good entries.
Oh, quick rebound right in front of the post there, and Morgulis drops on it.
These teams quick off the mark, making some good passes already. Took the two previous teams a little bit of a warming up period to get into the game, but these two teams look on it, smooth, pretty much right away.
Burstein down behind the net, looking for someone to pass to. Comes in top of the circle, but broken up nicely by Canterbury. Now it's kept in by Hollier, dumps it behind. Barnett will pick it up behind her own net. Pushes it across to Gardner. Gardner up the side, and they'll get it into neutral ice. Good outlet pass there. Up to Hart. Hart tries to go back, but broken up by Burstein. And now cross ice pass to Weeks. A little bit far. Forward, so they weren't able to capitalize on it. Now they'll do a line change. And I believe that's Mills coming off the bench. She stops bottom of the circle. Broken up nicely by Canterbury. And Gordon will push it out to center ice. Too far now, Hoagland. Hoagland's going to take it down the left side into the circle. Gets past one defender. Oh, overskated by Canterbury. And now they push it up the side, but no good. I believe Greaves has it down the corner. Centering pass to Hoagland. Right in front of goal. Goal for Hoagland. I believe that was Greaves that had the pass, the centering pass. Right in front of the crease. Beautiful shot. Gets past Jordan Wishman.
Wow, there was an unlucky bounce on that far side that just came off the skates there, fell right to the feet of the Inferno players who had a great opportunity, and that pass there right on the tape. and fighting through and just pushing that through the 5-hole there. Canterbury Inferno with the lead early in this game.
So Canterbury with the 1-0 lead, and the puck's down in the Canterbury zone. Let's see if Wakatipu can answer. Abby Heel tried to keep it in but couldn't. Now Lawrence will have it. Pushes across ice to Pedrosa, up to Heel. Heel back to Pedrosa.
Just offside there.
Wow, that was close.
Yeah, it was pretty close. Aiden Todd making the call there. I just want to highlight a couple of stats here. These two goalies, it's going to be a ding-dong battle between these two. Both saving over 92%. Jordan Wishman at 93.6% save on the year, and Sierra Morgulis 92.62. So these are talented goalies. Stopped a lot of shots this year. It's going to be a really good battle between those two.
Yeah, it could come down to the last shot of the game, to be honest.
Absolutely.
So Kemp does a nice job to keep it in, tries to center it, but Canterbury's able to collect it up, and now Gerland has it behind Godfrey. Has it, and now Weeks tries to intercept, but gets broken up. Pushed through. Kovason's going to get on top of it. But Wishman comes up with the save with 14:02 left in the first period. Canterbury Inferno leading 1-0.
6 minutes gone. Shots 2 apiece. Canterbury up by 1 though. Ooh, it's a third one just got added on their belt. Pointing it out, thank you. That last one was probably technically a shot that Wishman had to save there.
So Wakatipu now has a good cross-ice pass to Kemp. Kemp down the left side. He's going to get a quick shot in the high corner. Good save by Morgulis with her shoulder. Push it over the net, and now it's pushed into neutral ice. That gets past, I think that's Boniface. Pushes it up the side. Still can't get it out. This is just what happened last time, so they need to get on top of that. And it's just pushed into nowhere, and now we're going to have Gibbons. Is it? No, Goran. Goran has it. Pushes back to Smith, who's going to pursue it, but it's kept in by Wime. Wime cross-ice pass. Oh, had Mills right on top of the crease and couldn't get it to her. It's a good thought. Now they're going to push it behind the net. Back to Wime behind the net. Centering pass bounces off the side of the net. Wime still struggling down in there. Centering pass, and it goes in. I thought that had gone in. Get that replay. And now we're going to get a penalty against Wakatipu.
Yeah, you are right, but I thought that was going to go in. It took a funny bounce in front of the net, and it looked like it was going to go through the pads. Somehow it stayed out.
Oh, can we see that again? Please.
And there's the tripping penalty as
against Lawrence.
It's
wow.
Tough. That was very close. Could have been tied up there, but...
Now let's see if Canterbury can take advantage of the power play. Godfrey puts it over. Cross-ice pass. One-timer to Godfrey, and a goal! It looked like it went off a skate, but I did not see a kicking motion.
Wow. That was 3 seconds on the power play, even quicker than the Auckland Steel in the first game.
Yeah, Godfrey had a beautiful one-time shot there.
Oh, it's a great stick in front.
Oh, yeah.
Great stick in front from the Inferno. And
yeah, just lifted it a little bit, went right over Wishman.
Great
wow, and just like
too.
that, 2-0 lead going to Canterbury. Now Hollier's going to take it down the side. She gets pushed off by Smith. And it's pushed into the corner. Kovasson stops, lets the player skate past, pushes it back behind her. Goal line, and then it pushes forward. Now Hollier gathers in her own zone. She's going to circle forward, pushes it. Kovasson dumps it back in, and now it'll be chased down by Heel. Well, a little bit lackadaisical. There's no urgency getting to the puck there. And now another opportunity here. Hart.
I think there was
hand pass.
Hand pass, was it? Oh, I thought it was a high stick. Just want to go back to that goal there, Bill. That was similar play to what we saw in game one with that player from the back with the big shot. Godfrey this time for the Inferno, just firing it in and getting that player
getting
in
the
front.
Deflection. Yeah, get people in front of the goalie. They can't see it. Deflect it, and Bob's your uncle.
Yeah, Godfrey has got a hard shot. So if we see another power play,
going to get icing here.
I think we'll see that again from the Inferno. That's that similar play.
Yeah, it definitely looked like a set play. You know, it reminds you of them trying to get it to Patron in the top of the slot. And wow, just like that, Wakatipu's digging a hole.
Yeah, and the normally solid Wishman letting in 2 goals on 4 shots. So she'll look to recover. And
oh, even there, just not clearing the zone. Quick shot, goes wide. Good stick lift there by Gorin. Pushed it up the side to Wime. Can't get it out. Greaves keeps it in, wraps it around the wheel. It's down to Gordon, but now Bennett's going to take it down the left side. Gets past Greaves. Going to have an opportunity here, but shoots high. Hoagland picks it up the opposite side. It's going to have a 2-on-2. And Mills tries to clear it, can't keep it out. Kept in by Biergaard, I believe that was. Now Eccleton Allen. So now pushed up the side to Greaves. Birdstein now. Oh, tried to get it to Weeks, breaking toward the net, but no. Gardner does a good job to push her off the puck. Birdstein comes in again. Good battle down there in the corner, and it's pushed up to the point. Opportunity here, just a little bit too far. Gardner does a good job to poke it into neutral ice. Hollier gathers up and sends it back down to Kemp. Kemp's going to come down the right side, needs some support. Unable to get past the defense. And now Greaves is going to skate it out. Is that? No.
Skavaisen.
Matthews skated that out. Pushed back to the point. It's going to be kept in by Barnett. Barnett wraps it around. Centering pass, nobody there. Barnett will once again keep it in. Shot goes well wide. He'll pick it up down the side, tries to push it out, can't. Once again, Matthews doing a good job keeping it in the zone. And now back to Hart. Wow, broken play here. Kovison pushes it up to the point to Gibbons, back down around the net. Centering pass, beautiful. Hart was wide open in front, unable to pull the trigger. And now Barnett passes cross ice to Gibbons. And now again, Matthews is going to take it down. Quick shot and a glove save by Wishman.
Wow, that was a great opportunity for the Inferno. Matthews in front, just got the puck at her feet and couldn't get the stick down on the puck to get a shot away. She was left all alone in front of that net, about 2 feet out.
Yeah, she's a young player, but very talented. You wouldn't want to do that very often because she's going to make you pay. So Smith now takes it down the side. She goes over, sitting on the puck. Hoagland comes in to try and dig it out of there. It's pushed out by, I believe that was Helmrich, but not cleared. Quick turnaround shot. Broken play, and it's pushed all the way back into Canterbury's zone. Gorin will start out from behind her own net, get ahead of speed, come out, gets around heel, gets around Bennett, still going, splits the D, but finally gets broken up, and Gordon now behind the net, tries to center it out. Gorin turnaround shot goes wide. Side of the circle, Gibbons gets it, wraps it around the wheel. Back behind the net, centering pass again. But it was knocked down nicely, I believe, by Helmrich. And now Pedrosa will get it. She just kind of dumps it out in front to Gorin. dangerous play for sure. And now finally Bennett is going to take it down the left side. Gets around one defender. Falls down. Mills back to... Now Heel pushes it all the way back to her own zone. Wakatipu players have to clear the offensive zone. Now you have Burstein coming in down the left side. She's going to circle around. Godfrey does a nice job, and Morgalis covers it up.
I gotta say, if you're the coach of the Wakatipu Wild, I think you just want to talk to your team and you just want them to get to slow this game down. They're throwing a number of pucks away in the defensive zone, leading to turnovers and giving Canterbury Inferno opportunities to put the puck on net, and it's costing them at the moment.
Yeah, definitely agree. Definitely agree with you. So Canterbury now an outlet pass to Hart, a little bit too far. We're going to get icing here.
The Inferno look really fast, though. They've got a number of skaters that have just shown that they can put the hammer down and go coast to coast. Gearin, with a lovely skate before, almost broke through defenders after coming from her own zone. And Wakatipu Wild have got to watch that. They've got to keep an eye on those skaters and really put pressure on them early on in the piece.
Yeah, definitely Canterbury's doing a nice job. Hart's also a good player, nice young player coming up. Quick pass there. To Matthews, tied up down behind the net. Burstein's on her. It's pushed back. It's going to be nicely broken up there, and then comes in and able to get it into neutral. Barnett will collect it in neutral ice. Cross ice pass too far for anybody. But Orr kicks it forward. Oh, and a shot on goal. It's deflected into the corner. Wrapped around the wheel. Looks like Weeks will bring it out, but no pass to nobody. Now we have, I think that's Nelson. Has Pedrosa breaking toward the net. Quick shot down low. Saved by Morgalis. Hoagland has it. Skates out. Good job by Nelson to catch that pass in the middle. She's going to come around. She has a 3-on-2 here if she's quick. Quick shot back to Heel. Wrapped around to Nelson. Out in, centering pass. Nobody there. Heel tries a quick shot. Gets knocked down. Pedrosa in there. Gardner comes, clears it out. Now Barnett will get it out of the corner, push it up the side. Hollier does a nice job to keep it in, but can't control it, and it's pushed cross ice to Hoagland, who gets it into neutral ice and will push it forward. Dump it, and Canterbury will do a partial line change. It's Wakatipu. Hollier has it in front of her own net. And she's going to skate it up the right side. Goes past, gets tied up with the official. Able to get past, fans on the pass as she tries to wrap it around the wheel. Mills has it, but it gets wrapped up the side, but it won't be able to be kept in. Helmrich now gather in her own zone and will skate it into neutral ice. Dumps it forward to Mills. Take it into the zone. Now Wimay has it the side. She has Bennett's in front, unable to get any stick on it. Now Heel gets a quick shot. That goes wide. Bennett's now pushes it behind the net to Wimay. Wimay centering pass. Tried a one-timer to Mills, didn't work. Wimay on her knees pushes it out. And it's gathered by Matthews, and she's going to skate it out of her own zone. Down the right side, passes it to nobody. And now it's pushed up to Bennett's. Bennett's will skate it out. Now pushes it up to Mills. Mills, top of the circle, gets knocked down by Gibbons, and then Gibbons pushes it cross ice pass. Now we have Burstein coming in. The Minnesota connection. Gets past one defender, can't get past the second. Shot goes wide. She now has it behind the net. Looking for support, looking back to the point. Point shot goes well high. Pushes down the left-hand side. And now back to Burstein down in the corner. She's going to skate across the circle. She gets past one defender, past another one. Oh, and Morgalis puts a stick out and breaks it up. Now opportunity here, goes wide. Weeks overskates it, and it's pushed up the side. Eccleston Allens pushes it around the boards to the opposite side, and they'll fight for it down in the corner. Matthews does a nice job, but goes too far. Orr now has it. Hollier is able to gather with Matthews keeping pressure on her. She's going to take it straight down the slot. Quick shot, gets knocked down. Matthews tries to backhand it out, can't. It's kept in the zone. Nice job there. Heel centering pass, nobody there. And now it's pushed out. And Helmrich will fight for it against Hart down in the corner, wrap it around the board. Kovacin keeping pressure. And now it's pushed up to Pedrosa, and then Pedrosa to Nelson. Nelson out to Heel. Heel against Gardner. Quick shot. Gardner does a nice job of blocking it with her shin. And Matthews is going to push it out forward to Kovacin. And finally gets into neutral ice with a nice outlet pass to Wime. Wime against Gardner. Once again, Gardner doing a great job on defense, breaking that up. Good job there by Bennett, picking it up with a high stick.
Yeah, not going to get away with that one. To me, Bill, Wakatipu Wild have picked it up. They've picked the pace up, and they are starting to apply the pressure onto the Inferno. I don't know what happened to the second half of this first period. It has flown by. For the last few minutes, has all been wild. They've had control. They've had pressure down low, and Inferno have been doing everything they can just to stay ahead in this game.
Yeah, but don't discount Canterbury. Because they get these fast breaks, and every time Wakatipu fails to clear it out of the zone, they seem to be getting another shot. So we have delayed offsides here. Wakatipu gathers in their own zone, pushes it up forward, but to nobody. And Goran now will take it in. Has Matthews, but unable to get it. This could be icing, but nah, it looks like Kemp is going to get there first. Has Weeks breaking for the net. Just did not have any urgency, but a quick shot gets knocked down by Burstein. And now Morgulis gets on top of it. Couple shout-outs here for the Minnesota connection. Kelly Burstein, her parents in Minnesota are watching, Hal and Gail. And also in Iowa, Becky and Ron. So we got the shout-out for them, Hal.
That's nice. We've got viewers from around the world tuning in. That's great stuff.
So Canterbury comes away with the face-off.
60 seconds
has
left in
Hart
the period.
breaking into toward the slot, but can't get her the puck. And now, again, another failure to clear. And it's on Wishman with 51 seconds left in the first period. Canterbury still leading 2-0.
Let's give a big shout out to the Inferno sponsors this year. Futaporo Accountants, not your average accountants. Futaporo take the hassle out of taxes and let you focus on what you do best. Brendan Hart at Harcourt's Gold for your real estate needs, buying or selling. Get in touch with Brendan Hart. HGF Strength and Fitness is a group training facility in Casebrook where our members elevate themselves with high-intensity strength training. Find out more about HGF. And Eden Health and Chiropractic, helping athletes and their families thrive. Big thanks to the Inferno sponsors for 2025.
All right, so with 24 seconds left in the first period, Bennett's going to take it up the left side. Tries to get past Grieve. They have a big collision, nothing in it.
Yeah, just tried to run through it then.
And now Kovacin is going to come away with it with under 10 seconds. Going to get a quick shot here, right in the breadbasket. And Wishman's able to get the stoppage with 4 seconds left in the first period.
Just enough time to get a play if the Inferno can get a good, clean win on the face-off here, get a shot away.
Nice. And that'll be a shot on goal.
Ooh, did the buzzer go, though? It was pretty close.
The shot was already on the way, so technically it should be a shot on goal.
Okay. Goalkeeper did have to make a save.
Yep, they just put it up there.
There we go.
So we'll give a shout out to the Wakatipu sponsors also Golden Homes, Queenstown Health, Lil Flick Fireworks, which is also Bad Boy Fireworks, The Locker Room Bar and Grill, Otatahi Tattoo Queenstown, Sky City Casino, Enigma Hockey, Craig's Investments, James Allen Photography, Industrial Fitness, Bunker Street Film Company, Mountain Scene, Partners in Grime, Sign It Signs, and of course, Nate and Chris at Upholstery Workshop on Glenda Drive. So what are your thoughts on the first period?
First period, well, it felt like Inferno had started the game a lot quicker than the Wakatipu Wild did. They were making great passes, they were skating up ice with speed, and they took advantage of the turnovers that were created by their speed and their forecheck. They got the early lead, but slowly and surely the Wild wound up into their work, and towards the end of that period I felt like the Wild had tilted the ice in their favour. They didn't get any goals, but I think they'll be happy with how they responded given they went down early.
Yeah, I can't disagree with you. I think Wakatipu has to get more settled, skate it into the zone instead of dump and chase, and try and get set up in the offensive zone. And hopefully if they can relax and play as a team, they'll be able to dig out of the hole that they've left themselves in.
Yeah, they've got the scorers. You know, they've got the top two scorers in the league, and Callie Nelson and Judy Hill. So there's no problem with scoring. They just got to get them in the right position. Let's just recount that scoring in the first period. All Inferno, of course. Jacinta Hogland started off the Inferno scoring, assisted by Gabrielle Guerin and Neris Gordon. And then it was Angela Godfrey assisted the goal. Got given the goal for the first power play. Yes.
Wow.
And assisted by Lucy Jane Hart. So I'm thinking that the referee saw it come off a wild stick or a skate in front. So, great power play goal there wasn't it?
Yeah, no, that was. So we're going to take a 5-minute break for about 10 minutes, and we'll see you in about 15.
No mai, hoki mai. Welcome back, folks. Thank you for joining us. We are moments away from period 2 of game number 2 in the semi-finals, finals weekend in the NZWIHL 2025. It's the Wakatipu Wild up against the Canterbury Inferno. I'm Matt Whiffen, joined by Bill Falcone from Queenstown. And Bill, what do you got to say about that first period performance from the Wild?
Well, a little bit of a slow start, definitely not performing as a team. And they need to get a bit more aggressive, probably carry it into the zone instead of dump and chase, and but also have to clear it out of their defensive zone because Canterbury's making them pay when they don't, and you can't keep leaving beers on the bar like that for them.
Yeah, absolutely. For the Inferno, we discussed they've just got to keep up that speed, that pace of play that they had at the start of the game, causing those turnovers, which will lead to a couple of goals. And another thing, keep an eye on those high-scoring forwards from the Wakatipu Wild, the likes of Kelly Nelson and Judith Hill, who we know can put the puck in the net. The defence doing a great job currently. They've got to just keep it up.
And now Hill's going to take it down the left side, broken up nicely by Greaves, but pushed it back to Pedrosa. Centering pass hits off a skate. Matthews has it, gets it into neutral ice. Nelson will gather it up, pushes cross ice to Hill. A little bit too far for her, and it's pushed into the zone. I think that's Greaves taking it behind her own net. And up to Hoagland. Hoagland outlets it to Gorin. Gorin cross ice pass to Matthews. Shot goes wide. Gorin, quick opportunity there for a shot, but over skated it. Now Nelson will take it down the right side. Wow, pushed off Hoagland, who was trying to pressure her.
Yeah, like with ease
with an
too.
elbow.
With ease.
But yeah, look at this. Once again, Gardner, she's an absolute nightmare as a defender if you're on the offense, because she's just having a great game so far, breaking up everything coming in, and is always in the contention there. So now Hoagland tries a quick shot, but it hits the pads. Hart goes into the corner now, over skates. It's pushed back, outletted, but knocked down, cross ice. And Mills will push it forward. And Polly Bennett will go down into the corner against Hart. She stops, tries to bring it back. Centering pass, quick. Oh, beautiful opportunity. A Mills shot got deflected wide. And I think it was Bernstein that was just there next to the net that shot wide. It might have been Kemp. Not sure. Pass up to Kovacin, who outlets nicely. Goes to Matthews, takes it around the side. Weeks now kicks it behind the net, but not far enough. Hart does a good job to hustle to get there, but is unable. And now it looks like Bernstein's going to take it down the left side. Hart harassing her as she's coming in. Comes around. Bernstein likes that wraparound. Now Helmrich gets a shot right in the breadbasket, deflects out in front. Morgulis let that one drop, and beautiful opportunity there for the Wild, but unable to take advantage.
Well, much better start to the second period for the Wakatipu Wild than the first. They look like they've upped their game a little bit. They've got the speed going.
Yeah, they needed to.
Yeah.
So Wakatipu wins the face-off, back to the point. Skated down to the circle, now pushed across. Centering pass, bounced up in the air. And then Morgulis is able to cover it up.
Yeah, doing a good job locating that puck and the puck before too from that shot from the point from Helmrich.
So Wakatipu wins the face-off again. Pedrosa shoots wide. Gibbons did a good job to get on her stick, prevent her from getting a clean shot. Now it's in the corner. Nelson has it, tries a centering pass, hits a skate, goes back to the corner. Gibbons will skate it down the right-hand side. Or is that Gorin? Yeah, it's Gorin. Gorin has a shot that goes well wide. Pedrosa picks it up down in the corner. And it's pushed to neutral ice. Cross ice pass to nobody. And now Helmrich Fans on the shot, but comes back, is able to recover, but doesn't clear it. Godfrey gets a quick shot. Pad save, goes wide. Gorin has it out front. Oh, rebound. Rebound by the Wakatipu player, and this is definitely going to be icing, but holy cow. Almost got an own goal there.
Yeah, that was just one of those funny bounces, off the skate back towards the goal, and Wishman had to be on her game there to get that one. But the hard shot previously from Godfrey as well. When she fires that puck, you've got to be aware.
Yeah, and they're doing a nice job getting people. Now Hart, I thought she was going to get a turnaround shot there.
Yeah, needed to fire that one pretty much straight away.
So it's driven down the side. I believe that's Hollier has it behind, outlet to Nelson. Nelson has Wimay. Good stick check, breaks it up. Godfrey comes in, cleans it up. Gets it up the side. Now Kovason's going to skate it, push it up to Matthews, gets past Orr. And now Heel is able to push it back into the corner. Kovason putting pressure on. Godfrey has it top of the circle to the side. They're fighting for it in the boards. Hart comes in, pushes it around the wheel behind the net. Heel has it behind, wraps it, continues it on the journey around the wheel. Player off, quick turnaround shot. And now it's outletted nicely to Bennett. Bennett's taking it down the right side. Tried to get a shot. Nice job there to be pushed off the puck, and Gardner comes away with it, pushes it up to the point. Doesn't clear it. And now it's dumped down into the corner. Shot from the side of the net, but no support there. And it's pushed into neutral ice. So Wakatipu gather in their own end. That's Orr pushes it forward. It goes to Gardner. Gardner's able to get it back into neutral ice. Orr has it now at the red line. Turns around, pushes it up to Burstein. Burstein flips it back in. Weeks over skates. Bernstein backhands toward. Gardner commits herself there. Could have been a tripping. But she committed to block that shot. Good on her. And now Kemp's able to take it away, take it down the right side as Bernstein in front. But a glove save by Morgulis.
Yeah, that shot going a little bit high. Morgulis with a good glove save. I like the way Morgulis plays. She's active. She gets the stick involved when the puck's in close to her, poking those pucks away, and she moves out to collect the loose pucks. And so far, so good for her. She's making some great covers when her team's under pressure.
Yeah, absolutely. Now Barnett gets it into neutral ice. This could be icing, but looks like Canterbury's going to get there first. Great hustle by Hoagland. Not sure what Orr was doing. Oh, this is dangerous play out in front. It's bouncing around loose. Comes around the opposite side, and they're going to try and backhand it. Now Nelson comes into the corner. She's going to push it out all the way down the ice. And Morgulis will cover it up as Heel was crashing toward the net.
This top line of Wakatipu Wild definitely looking the most dangerous, but I got to say, the Canterbury definitely have done their homework, and they are covering this line really well. Kelly Nelson always has someone back checking, putting pressure on from behind, makes it easy for the defense to step up, know which way she's going to go, because the pressure from behind is forcing her to go one way or the other.
Yeah, absolutely, because you can't leave her in the slot without having pressure on her or somebody on her. So now Wakatipu does a nice job to keep this in. Wimay has it down in the corner, pushes it behind the net. But again, good stick checking by Canterbury. Just Wakatipu can't get settled. Now Hollier has it side. It goes back to the point. Push backwards to Gorin. Gorin unable to clear it. Now pushes across to Hoagland. And it goes into neutral ice. Bennett comes in, tries to take a chop at it, and it goes out. Now Mills has it down the right side, takes it wide, has Wimay crashing toward the net. Pushed off it nicely there by, I believe that's Smith. And that's wrapped around the wheel. Matthews will pick it up on the opposite, or Gordon will pick it up on the opposite side. Outlets to Hoagland. Hoagland on a one-on-one here, but too far. And now Morgulis comes out to push it into neutral ice as Weeks was going to have an opportunity there. So just not sharp passing by Wakatipu. They're not focused, and Canterbury's going to make them pay if they're not careful. So Smith taking it up, pushes it up the side. Now Gorin dumps it, chases, gets it behind the net. Cross ice pass. Gibbons will have it at the point. She's going to get a shot away. Late reaction there by Wishman, but gets a waffle to knock it to the side. Shot goes well wide behind the net. Kemp looks like she's coasting a little bit, not being hungry for the puck, where Canterbury is very hungry for the puck. And now that comes back to the point, kept in by Hart. Dumps it forward to Matthews. Matthews tied up in the net. Wakatipu fans on the outlet. Once again, unable to clear it out of the zone. Godfrey now has it. Splits the defenders. This is going to be dangerous. Quick shot, deflected high. Kemp outlet pass to Bernstein too far. Gibbons does a good job to intercept. Breaks it up. Now Kemp has it. Pushes it. Godfrey now has it, pushes it up to Hart. Hart's going to take it down the left side, dumps it forward. Wishman misses it, but it goes wide of the net. Wrapped around the boards. Now Nelson has it. She has heel breaking. And Godfrey did a good job to prevent that getting into the zone. As Wakatipu now pushes it. Oh, good job here. Heel's going to get an opportunity. Shot, good save by Morgulis as she was shooting for the side. The long side, and Morgulis in good position was able to block it, and now it's pushed out. Gorin will skate it into neutral ice. Good outlet pass there to, I believe, Hart. Gets hit and goes down. There's going to be a tripping penalty. Well, it looked like Nelson was going to go in on a breakaway, and Godfrey just got her stick in there to prevent it.
Yeah, it definitely looked like it was going to be a clean breakaway for Nelson. She still had one to beat, but the stick of Godfrey in amongst the feet there trips her over. Power play here for the Wakatipu Wild, an opportunity to get on the board.
Yeah, so they'll have their power play line on with Heel, Nelson, Hollier, I think Bennett and Orr. So we have cross ice to Hollier, top of the slot. She's going to try a quick shot down low. And again, Gardner getting in there and breaking that up, getting the Bennett, who was hovering there for the rebound. And Gardner came in and just pushed her out of the way and gave the space to Morgulis to put her glove over the puck and get a stoppage of play. Canterbury wins the face-off and is able to dump it out. Goes into neutral ice, so Hollier will gather it up. Good pressure here by Canterbury. Wow, Matthews doing a good job keeping pressure on, killing the penalty in the offensive zone of. So they push it up to Heel. Heel takes it into the zone, back to Nelson. Good pressure by Kovacin, back to Nelson. Nelson up to Hollier. Top of the circle, side of the circle to Nelson. Nelson to Hollier, top of the slot. Quick shot. Goal! Beautiful setup there, and it looked like Morgulis didn't see it until the last minute.
Yeah, that was a wonderful power play goal. Some back and forth passes along the boards, then up to the top. And the clean shot, there was definitely a screen in front, potentially from her own player, Barnett. But the joy on the Wakatipu Wild as they get their first goal of the game.
Yeah, Caitlin Hollier, wonderful. So Wakatipu wins the face-off, goes back all the way back to their goalie. Now they'll start out from behind their own net. And it's pushed up to Nelson. Nelson dumps it. And they're going to do a partial line change. Wow, so now Polly Bennett has Mills on the opposite side. She's going to stop side of the circle. Quick shot goes high. Mills has it down the opposite corner. She's going to push it behind the net. Gibbons doing a good job there. Now comes out behind, centering pass back to Helmrich, top of the slot. Hoagland doing a good job hustling, trying to get to that. Now centering pass, nobody there for Wakatipu. Quick shot off the pad, and Morgulis is able to cover it up.
I think you could feel the momentum has just swung a little bit towards the Wakatipu Wild in the last few minutes. The crowd, they've got a big supporting crew that has come down from Queenstown and surrounding areas up there, and they are cheering loudly for their team, trying to get them back into this game on even pegging, and they're close to it too.
Yeah, Canterbury wins the face-off, but now Kemp comes away with it back to the point. Shot from outside. Rebound once again left there. Oh, beautiful opportunity to keep it in, but Orr unable to. And Covison and Matthews do a good job to keep it there. Covison holding up at the line, now dumps it. Was waiting for Matthews to clear. Orr's going to push it forward to Burstein. Burstein's going to skate it out. She's got a 3-on-1 here. If they could take advantage of this. Beautiful to... Oh, shot goes wide. And now Orr has it side of the circle. Shot is well wide. Back to Hollier, opposite point. She's going to take it down. Almost gets tripped. Big collision. Now it's pushed into neutral ice. And it's just dumped forward. Godfrey now has it, starting in her own zone. She's going to skate it out. Up to Covison, the left side. She stops, circles back, tries to dump it to Matthews, who's able to pick it up. And now it's pushed out into neutral ice. Gardner will gather in her own zone. She skates back as Nelson keeps some pressure on, able to get it into neutral ice to Matthews. Be a 2-on-1 here quickly if Matthews can get it across. To Gordon, but was unable to, so it's going to push down into the corner. Hoagland digs it out. Again, Wakatipu looked to be coasting a little bit. And now we have a 2-on-2, 3-on-3. Nelson, quick shot, and Morgulis is able to grab it out of the air. As Ian Wanamaker would say, it was like grabbing a Central Otago cherry.
You won't be doing it these months of the year, would you though, Bill? Maybe 6 months' time.
So Gardner has it, starts down, pushes it up to Hoagland, too far. Orr's able to keep it in, but again down to Gardner, and Mills fighting for it. Mills wraps it around the wheel to Wimay. Back to Mills. Mills has a backhander. Oh, and Polly Bennett had a beautiful opportunity there, and Morgulis came up with the save. I'm not sure how, but did a wonderful job.
No stick for Morgulis.
And now pass coming across, was unable to meet there. Gorin has it now, leaves it for Hoagland on the opposite side. She's pressured, dumps it forward, but too far. I think that's Heel that has that now. And it goes too far. This could be icing.
Yeah, there will be.
And it will be.
What wonderful save from Sierra Morgulis. That one, that second one where Bennett's had it chopped at it. She was sprawled across her crease and got something on it, kept it out.
Yeah, and
wonderful
then her stick
stuff.
went flying, and she was without a stick, and wow.
Doing everything she can to keep her team in front by 1 goal. 2-1, 6 minutes, 20 left in the period.
So Gibbons dumps it forward, side of the circle, to Covison. Covison dumps it behind to Matthews. Matthews skates across. She's going to push it up to the point. Oh, it went out of the zone, I thought, but no. That shot went well wide. It's pushed up the side, but once again not out. Gibbons keeps it in, wraps it around the wheel. Matthews going to fight for it as Wakatipu again coasts toward it. And now back to Gibbons up at the point. And now Heel's going to have it, pushes it behind her net to Orr. Orr's going to look up, going to push it up, gets into neutral. Unless it's on goal, this is going to be icing. So now it's washed off. Not sure why she pushed it away from her player there, but Covison now has it. Take it down the right-hand side. up to Matthews, but pushed back into neutral ice. Cross ice pass, kicked into the zone, pushed out. This is going to be a breakaway here to Burstein. She needs some help there. She's got Weeks to the side of the circle, back behind the net. Looks like Strain's going to get over there to battle for it. Goes back and back in the corner. Again, pushed back, but not far enough to Burstein, and Canterbury's going to come away with it. I think that's Gorin. Now Matthews pushes it up the side. Hart gets to the side of the defender. Hollier's in there battling. She falls down. Burstein now backhands it up to Strain. Strain unable to get control of it. Hart doing a good job hustling. And now Burstein has it. Tries to center it. Hoagland does a nice job to keep it in. And now Godfrey comes down, keeps it in the zone, comes sideways. Wow, they had Matthews breaking for the net. Gordon, was breaking for the net. Gibbons now wraps it around the wheel. Funny bounce, comes behind the net. Weeks is there. Again, Wakatipu seems to be coasting a little bit, and they still can't get it out of the zone. And finally, it goes into neutral ice with just over 4 minutes left. So now Hollier's going to skate out. It's going to be offsides. Bernstein was heading toward the bench and was offsides by 2-3 meters.
Yeah, she needed a change. Break up and play there. A good shift there for the Canterbury Inferno. Yeah, really good shift. Getting some momentum back of their own.
So Wakatipu wins the face-off. They dump it into the zone to nobody. Barnett gathers it. Cross-ice pass is knocked down, but is able to get into neutral to Hoagland. Hoagland pushes it forward, but too far. Nelson has to circle back up to heel. Hoagland does a good job to break that out and then gives it to Matthews, who takes it into the zone, back to Gorin, and now it's pushed out. This will be a one-on-one. Gardner against Nelson. Nelson shoots well wide, picks it up, her own rebound in the corner, circles back. She's got Orr up at the point, can dump it back. Now it looked like it was a give and go, but Gardner did a great job to break that up. Now there's a 3-on-2 here for Canterbury. She's going to dump pass it to Hoagland. Hoagland back to, but too far. They kick it off the sideboard and unable. Gorin comes in, takes a shot, but it goes well wide. Now Kemp will gather it, push it to Nelson at center ice. Nelson will dump it, and Wakatipu will do a line change as Barnett gathers in her own zone. Cross ice pass to Hoagland, I believe, and it went nowhere. Gorin did a great job to hustle to get there and dump it into the zone. Helmrich has it, but overskates it. It's taken off. Now Gibbons does a good job to dump it back in. Helmrich now down in the corner, takes it behind her net, pushes it up, but it passes right to Hoagland, top of the circle, who overskated. Now Smith does a good job to keep it in. As Mills battling against Smith down there. And Hoagland keeps it in. A good job, and now they'll start out. Wakatipu start out from their own zone to Mills, but too far. Smith gathers, neutral ice, dumps it forward. Mills now has it. Tries to get it forward, but Eccleton Allen is now going to wrap it in her own zone to Gibbons behind her own net. Gibbons will start out. Wow, too much time there. Eccleton Allen has it down in the corner. Bernstein doing a good job keeping pressure on, but can't keep a hold of it. With 1:45 left in the second period. Wakatipu still leading, trailing 2-1. So Hollier's going to skate out the left-hand side with it. Tries to split the defenders, but gets pushed into the corner. Now wrapped around the wheel. Nobody there for Wakatipu. So Helmrich comes down. And now Strain pushes it behind the net. Nobody there. Smith has it with Weeks. Weeks overskates. Now she has it behind her net. Wraps it around the wheel. Hollier will keep that in easily. And now it's pushed back up the side and pushed into neutral ice, where Weeks has it. Pushes it down the side to nobody. Just under a minute to play now in the second period. Good outlet pass there, but too far. Heel's going to start out in her own zone with Hart putting pressure on her. Now it's pushed into neutral. It's taken into the zone by Wakatipu, just at the blue line there. Cross ice pass to Orr. Orr has it. Quick shot with 19 seconds left in the second period. Quick shout out for Polly Bennett supporters. She goes overseas. She's still going to high school, the Fort Erie International Academy. So a shout out to her coaches, Carly and Pete, and also to her auntie, Steph, and Uncle Brent, who are watching, I believe, at the just north of Dunedin in Meraki.
Oh, yes. Lovely up there.
Nelson has it down in the corner. 3 seconds left, and this will do it for the period.
I got to say, that was fast and furious action that period. Both teams had periods of play where they felt like they would have been in control and had good possession stats and were really hustling the play. But in the end, Wakatipu Wild with the only goal in that second period, Bill.
Yeah, it's going to make for a great third period, that's for sure. They had, Wakatipu had some moments of good team play and whatnot, but they not enough to tie the game. And to me, they seem like they're skating a little bit. They're gliding, coasting, where Canterbury seems to be the hungrier team. They're fighting for the pucks. They're going into the boards aggressively. And they're really battling for every puck, where it looks like Wakatipu is coasting a little bit.
Yeah, for me, the Canterbury Inferno, they went away from what was working in the first period a little bit. They were successfully doing the dump and chase. It was working really well because they were working as a team to get on that player with the puck. Throw it into the corner, go after it, cause turnovers. Wasn't quite the story of that period, although they did do it a few times. Whether or not they settled back into that play because it was working in the first period, they had a second period to try something different, wasn't as successful. Maybe they go back to it in the third period. We will see what happens.
Yeah, unfortunately, this puts a little bit of pressure on Wakatipu as they're running out of time. So it'll be really interesting to see who comes out and plays their game in the third period.
Well, I got to say, I'm very impressed with the Canterbury Inferno defense. Dangerous players on the Wakatipu Wild team, and they're keeping them in check.
Oh, Gardner's having a beast of a game, to be honest. She's doing a terrific job.
She certainly is, and the only goal scorer in that period on the power play was Caitlin Hollier, assisted by Kelly Nelson and Judy Hill, bringing the Wakatipu Wild to within one. Bill, 2-1 score after 2 periods.
So looking forward to the third. We'll take a short break and see you then.
No mai hoki mai, everybody. Welcome back to the Dunedin Ice Stadium. We are just about to get the third period underway of the final game of the night. It's game 2 of the semi-finals in the NZWIHL 2025 season. It's the Wakatipu Wild versus the Canterbury Inferno, and it's the Inferno with the 1-goal lead going into the third, 2-1. My name's NZWIHL and I'm here with Bill Falcone. And Bill, you're a big supporter of the Wakatipu Wild. What do you think they've got to do in this third period to make it an even game or even get in front?
Well, I hope the coach went into the locker room with a loaded shotgun and gave him a speech to inspire them, because they're not playing their game. They're coasting. They're not hungry for the puck, and they're just not playing as a team. So, yeah. Yeah,
they've got 20 minutes to sort it out. The Inferno, their defense has been solid all game, and they've just got to keep the effort up for another 20 minutes, keeping the likes of Kelly Nelson in check so that she doesn't get any good, clean breakaways. She hasn't had a lot of really good opportunities this game, and it's all down to that defense and the back checkers just performing and working hard.
Yeah, Canterbury's had their number all night.
20 minutes
good. Here
before
we go.
These two teams. Which one will go through to the grand final? Take it away, Bill.
All right, Godfrey centering pass there to Matthews, and then it's luckily pushed out, but kept in nicely there by Greaves. But here's Nelson off sides. Good opportunity there with Heel and Nelson. They've been shut down basically the whole night. They have not had a breakaway. They have not had, and any opportunities they have had, Gardner or Barnett or the defense has just shut them down. And as you said, with the back checking from the forwards, it's Canterbury's just had their number.
Yeah, 2 leading scorers in the competition. Both got points tonight. Assists on the power play goal to Hollier.
So once again, Godfrey there broke that up nicely. But here's Nelson, top of the circle. Shot goes wide. Pedrosa has it down in the corner. Centering pass. It's deflected right on goal. Godfrey starts out now behind her back, behind her net. Good pressure there by Bennett. And Godfrey's had to circle back to come down. Now she takes it down the right-hand side, dumps it in, and Canterbury will finish their line change. Wakatipu start out behind their own net. And that's Heel. He'll push it up to Wime, but intercepted nicely by Kovison. Centering pass. But Hollier was in great position and was able to break that up. Pushes it out to Wime, a bit too far. This will go for icing.
I'd like to make a point that both these teams have had 1 power play each, and each time the team on the power play has scored. So going forward in this game with 18 minutes left, any penalty could be punished severely, Bill.
Yeah, Wakatipu definitely can't afford to have any stupid penalties at this point. So Heel will start out behind her own net. Wow, is that Matthews putting pressure on? Wime now has it side of the circle, but Barnett comes in, takes it away. Gets pushed around the wheel. Matthews there, opposite side. Again, Wakatipu's being out-hustled. Now the puck is pushed into neutralized down the other end. Barnett will gather in her own zone. She has Hart going across the front, but too far. Pushed forward, but pushed right back to Hart. Takes it down the right side, now behind the net, looking for support. Nobody there, plenty of time, back to the point. Now pushed through, but it wasn't really a hard shot, got knocked down, pushed into the side, and now Hollier, or Kemp will start out, but that pass goes to nobody. Now Heel pushes it up the side to Bernstein. Bernstein does a good hustle to get to it first. Smith there goes past, but Gibbons comes in and is able to break it up. It's pushed back down the side, now wrapped back around the wheel. Kemp's going to try and get it, but will get there first. Now Helmrich back at the point, pushes it down to the corner. To Kemp. Kemp tries to get past and can't. Now Canterbury will be able to get it into neutral ice, back to Hollier. Hollier takes it up the middle, too far. And now it's outletted here. Gordon, but Helmrich comes across and is able to gather it up. Dumps it backwards to Hollier. Hollier will turn around, start to skate up to Heel. Heel to Nelson. Nelson pushes it forward. It's going to skate down there against Greaves. Centering pass, but Godfrey's able to collect it in front of the net and push it out. Overskates it. And it's pushed into neutral ice. So again, every offensive move is being broken up by Canterbury. They're doing a terrific job on defense. And Godfrey circles back in her own zone over to, I think that's Greaves. Greaves cross ice pass to Gordon. Too far, but now Matthews comes away, pushes it back to Greaves. Greaves will skate behind her own net with Pedrosa putting pressure on. Cross ice pass to Godfrey. Godfrey circles back behind her own net and pushes it up the side. And now it's dumped forward. Nelson stops it at the line. It's pushed all the way back. Cross ice pass to Heel. Heel's going to take it in. Gets around one player, Ben Covison, pushes it down but too far. Greaves is battling for it behind the net. Gardner comes in, big collision behind the net, and Canterbury comes away with it. Will push it up the side, too far for Hart. It goes back, and it's hit out of the air by Matthews and goes into the penalty box, and we'll get a stoppage.
Righto, just under 5 minutes gone. Yeah, both these teams battling it out. Looks like an even contest so far in the third period. Could go any way. Just want to remind everyone that this is the first games of the weekend, the semi-finals, the finals, and third and fourth playoff tomorrow evening. Third and fourth playoffs will be at 4:10, and the grand final at 7:20.
So Gordon had an opportunity there. Oh, Hollier goes down hard into the boards.
No arm up, so it won't be a penalty on the play.
I don't think there was much in it, but we get a stoppage of play. And, Gordon had a good opportunity there, but unable to take advantage. So Wakatipu wins the face-off. Hollier has it, wraps it round the wheel to Heel. Heel gets it out. This will be icing if it's not on goal. Oh, they've waved it off. Okay, Gibbons collects it behind her own net, pushes it up the side. Heel does a nice job to keep it in. Goes past. Oh, gets knocked down, but no penalty.
Yeah, lucky there. There's a stick up in the midriff. Got away with a hook in there potentially.
Quick shot. And Wishman's able to gather it up. That was a good shot by Gorin, come across the line there.
Yeah, she got the shot off, went for a change. Winner of this game going on to meet Auckland Steel in the final, and the pressure's on because it's a one-goal game, and one-goal games could go any way with a bunny bounce here, a long shot getting a deflection.
Oh, good outlet here to Bernstein against Godfrey. Covison comes in. Again, that back check by the offensive player.
Yeah, she's
just
really
broke up
good at
that breakaway.
She's on it tonight, Covison, with that back check.
And now 2-on-2, 3-on-2 if they're quick. Hart now, top of the circle. Quick shot goes down. Pad save, pushes it into the corner. Cross ice behind the net, or will gather it up in the opposite corner. Tries to push it up the side, not far enough. And now it's kicked out. And now Bernstein comes in, has, I think, Weeks behind her. And the puck is pushed into neutral ice. Heel now has no support as Wakatipu was doing a line change. Hart's going to take it down the right side. He's going to get a shot that gets deflected way in the air behind the net. Matthews has it down in the corner. Is pushed off of it. Now Hart has it. She's going to try a centering pass right to the top of the slot to Gardner. Tried to give a quick give and go back. And now Orr starts behind her own net to Heel. Good pressure there by Hoagland. And now Bennett is going to skate out with it. Pushes it into neutral ice too far. Gardner will gather in her own zone. And it gets deflected into the Canterbury bench. Stoppage of play. 13:08 left in the final period. So Auckland Steel, who won the first game, be sitting watching this game. Not sure who they want to play. But the pressure will start coming on them because they'll be the heavy favorites for tomorrow night's gold medal match. So here's Hollier. Didn't get much on the shot. Gardner comes over, picks it up, pushes it down. Could have been a hand pass there, I believe.
I think you could be right.
Yep, so it was hit out of the air, and then I believe the Wild player was the next player to...
Yeah, I mean, hey, if you're the Auckland Steel watching, I'm not sure who you're picking, who you'd want to see, because both teams showing some good fights, some good battle. The defence from the Inferno have been super strong today, but you feel like the Wakatipu Wild have got one more in them, just with the calibre of players they've got up front. You just feel like one goal. They've got it in them.
They definitely have it in there. It's whether or not they find it. They've not been playing as a team. And, have just not been real hungry for the puck. So they're not creating opportunities, that's for sure. And we do give a shout-out to their coach, who's sadly not here because his mother passed away, Colin McIntosh. So hopefully he's watching from afar. And maybe yelling at his computer screen. So now Nelson will get it down in the corner. Pushes it behind the net too far. He'll dig it out the opposite corner. Gibbons putting pressure. Cross ice to Nelson. Nelson shoots wide. Went for the top shelf, but too far. Kept in there nicely by Hollier. Shot goes wide on goal. Good job there to lift the stick to get it. That's Kemp. They're able to keep it in. Down to Weeks down in the corner. Oh, she gets taken out of the play. No penalty. And it's pushed into neutral ice. Heel will gather in her own zone. Pressure by Gordon, but gets it up to Burstein. Minnesota connection. Cross ice pass. Good pass to Weeks. But Godfrey doing a good job of getting over there and collecting it.
Yeah, that was a hard play from Godfrey.
So now we have that was Kovison. Has it down in the corner. Burstein trying to put pressure on her. She gets it behind the net. She's got Greaves back at the point. Top of the circle now. She's going to try a shot. Bouncing shot goes in. Rebounds. And Wishman's able to get on top of it for a stoppage of play. 10:52 left in the third period. Canterbury winning 2-1.
We just saw Kelly Nelson with a fantastic opportunity down the far other end of the ice. Probably her best opportunity the whole game, and she's put it wide, and it's going to come back to haunt her potentially.
Yeah, definitely they'll start feeling the pressure the closer this gets to the end of the game. So Wakatipu pushes it down the end. Give a shout out to Kelly Nelson's parents in Lino Lakes, Minnesota, Gary and Sally. So hopefully they can bring some luck. So Kovison comes away with it. Cross ice pass to Greaves. She's going to skate it down the left side. Round the official. Looking for help. Nobody there. Wow, deflection went off a skate and went back onto Wishman. Luckily had her pad tight against the post.
Yeah, she was in a good position there. That was probably never going to get through unless it was deflected up on top of her padding.
So Wakatipu wins the face-off. Tries to get it out of the zone. Barnett, oh nice, comes down. Here's Heel against Gardner. Again, broken up. Quick shot right in the chest. And I think that was Heel that was crashing, was it? Or
no, that was
Bonifay? No, Pedrosa. Okay, Manuela.
So that was the Wakatipu Wild's first shot of the period, racking up to the 20 mark now for them. But Inferno, I believe, had 6 shots so far in this period. So 6-1 shots.
Here's a quick shot knocked down. Heel has a centering pass to Nelson out in front. Good save. Morgulis lost her stick again. Back to Heel. Heel, good pressure again by the Canterbury offense and defensive players. And Goran comes away with it behind her own net, pushes it up the side, too far. And Wakatipu did not hold the blue line, so Canterbury's going to have it. Now Goran has it side of the circle.
Always an opportunity.
Another player goes down. Here's Nelson.
And Heel.
Has Heel. Cross-ice pass too far. Hoagland did a great job of tying up Heel
I think
from
Judy
behind.
Was gas. She was absolutely gas.
Oh! Wow. So the pass, it was dumped in. Was that Goran that had that?
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Can you believe it?
So this is shot just actually could have been icing if it didn't go in. I don't know what Jordan was doing. Can we see that again?
No, I don't think we quite catch it. It bounced about 6 feet in front of her, and that's tough because when it bounces, it can go just about anywhere. Unfortunately, it doesn't bounce forward like a soccer ball because it's not a round ball. It can hit the side, can hit the edge.
You can't let in shots like that in the championship.
Yeah, that's unfortunate, and that could come back to haunt them. But we saw Kelly Nelson with 2 or 3 opportunities in that final shift, and she just couldn't put it home. And then when she had a breakaway.
Good outlet to Hart here. Hart's going to get it. Good job by Hollier to tie her up. Now it's too far. Now Wakatipu needs to get some support down.
Well, what a pass
Good
from Magulas.
This could be an assist.
That was incredible. The sauce.
Yeah, good saucer pass.
Half rink ice, up the ice. That was incredible.
So here's Heel wrapping it around to Wimay, but too far. Now Bernstein dumps it. Wimay's going to chase it down. Morgulis stops behind the net. And Hart will get at the side of the net, centers it. And Kovacin will skate it out with Bennett's putting pressure on. Puck wraps around the wheel. Heel pushes it back the opposite way to Mills. Mills has it to Goran. Back to Godfrey. Godfrey, quick shot, gets knocked down, and it's pushed into neutral ice with just under 8 minutes left in the third period. So now Wakatipu, I think that's Bennett's going to take it down the right side. Stops, comes back. Goran doing a good job with Godfrey. Goran comes away with the puck. She centers it too far. Now Heel has it. Heel pushes it up to Pedrosa. Pedrosa down the right side of the circle. Looking for help. Nobody there. She gets taken down. This is going to be a penalty.
Golden opportunity.
Tripping.
Golden opportunity here for the Wakatipu Wild to get back into this game. It's currently down 3-1, 2-goal lead for the Canterbury Inferno. I just want to go back to that play that led to that goal. Kelly Nelson had a breakaway. She had a one-on-one with one of the defenders, but she had Judy Hill on the inside. Judy Hill had a step on the other defenders, but she was gassed at the end of a shift. Nelson made the pass. It didn't reach Hill, who just couldn't reach it, and then that led to it going the other way, and that unfortunate goal from long range.
Wow, here we go. Canterbury has an opportunity here. Beautiful backhand after all. Then a goal!
Oh!
Wow, what an unbelievable personal effort.
That's an effort. That is a
Is
game-winning
that
effort.
Matthews?
Yeah, it is.
Matthews, yep. Wow, look at this. I was concerned they were going to get a penalty. Backhand, beautiful, right there.
Rebound. Wow.
And again, that's just that hustle. You know, you look at the first game, had Hayward, had she been able to do that when they were shorthanded.
Yeah, that is just hunger and want, never giving up. Still a power play for the Wakatipu Wild, but that's got to hurt. That's got to hurt.
4-1 with less than 7 minutes. It's not over, but geez, they're digging the hole pretty deep. So now Burstein Tries to dump it down. Not sure who that pass was to, but Canterbury should be able to clear it, but they don't. It gets deflected. We have a high stick here. This will be a face-off deep in the Canterbury zone. As the puck was well above their shoulder, hit it out of the air, and they hit it to their own player who played it first. So we'll get a stoppage of play. 6:38 left in the third period.
Wild have got the big guns back out there with Kelly Nelson and Judy Hill.
So Hollier has it, side of the circle. She's looking back to Heel. Heel top of the circle, shot goes wide, gets deflected, goal! Wow, that looked like it hit off the back. Looked like it hit off the backboard.
Yeah, it did. It hit the backboard. It came back out in front. This shot from Abby Heel. Back in front and tipped in.
Who got the goal?
Yeah. Here we go. Here's Heel, the shot. Number 3? No?
No, I think it's number 8. I think it's Judy Heel.
Number 9. 8. Judy Heel
Abby
shot
Heel.
it in.
Abby
Heel. Well, we can always look up Hydra, can't we, Bill? Of course, if we don't get it right, you can always head to the NZWIHL.com website and find the stats page, which will take you to live scoring. This is what I always do for these games because...
So now the question is going to be, how early do you pull the goalie if you can't get another one soon?
Yeah, I've seen some early pulls. So there's a timeout there for Canterbury Inferno just to reset.
Well, they still have a 2-point lead. They can't forget that.
Yes.
They don't want to feel pressure and collapse.
So it was Abby Hill, assisted by Judy Hill and Caitlin Hollier, on the power play to bring them back to within 2, and still life in this game yet.
Oh, Pedrosa! Manuela Pedrosa! Holy cow.
The crowd, the travelling fans have just exploded here at the Dunedin Ice Stadium. What a move from Pedrosa. She bit the defenders and then absolutely roofed that. Pulls it to the forehand.
Wow, top shelf. Beautiful. Wow. See now. They're not going about this the easy way, that's for sure.
Barnett just gave her the inside lane. Didn't keep her to the outside. And
now
that
you
was
wonder,
all she needed.
Yeah, now you wonder how much pressure's on Canterbury. Can they answer? To be honest, they've always shown the grit to keep playing and keep grinding. So, but you just never know how people are going to react. So now Heel takes it inside of the circle back to Gorin, intercepts the pass to no one. And now she's going to skate out, gets broken up nicely by a stick. Cross-ice pass to Nelson too far. And now it'll be pushed into neutral ice. And Gorin will take it down, centering pass. Heel pushes it behind her own net. No other Wakatipu player. Greaves comes down. Not a hard pass. Hollier is able to intercept. She outlets it all the way back to Godfrey in her own zone, who dumps it forward. Dunedin will chase. Greaves goes in there. Helmrich gets to it first. Pushed behind the net. Bennett will skate it out. Pushed it up the side. I believe that's to Mills. Mills will skate it out. Cross-ice pass to Bennett, but overskated it. Now it goes back the other way. I think that's Matthews. Matthews goes around Pedrosa, looking for support. Nobody there. Pushes it back. Kovison behind the net. Centering pass. Goal! A beautiful give and go. No, is it Matthews?
Matthews to Kovison, I think.
To Kovison, is it?
That was wonderful play. Matthews did all the work to get it in. She cycled it to herself in the corner there.
Yeah.
Picked it up, and then you see Kovison just steps out in front here, and the defender left her all alone. Chased Matthews in behind, and that is all Kovison needed. The invitation to put that past the pads.
Wow, and just like that, it's 5-3. So, again, Canterbury answers.
This game has come alive. It's just come alive in the last sort of couple of minutes, hasn't it?
So Hart has it down the side. Big collision with Nelson. Nelson's without her stick. Goes and picks it up and pushed up to the other side. Heel will get there first. Pushes it back. I think that's Hart behind the net. She's looking for help, Comes to the side of the circle. Now Covison back to the point to Smith. Smith takes a shot that goes wide. I think that's Matthews down there to the side. Tries to push it up to the point. Turns around, dumps it. We're going to have a penalty here against Wakatipu coming up. Hart has it back. Centering pass. Gets knocked out. Smith has it. Bounces into neutral ice.
Got time here. They've got the goalie
Hart
off.
has it. Not. They're going to get a delay off sides, and that'll do it. So with 3:49 left in the third period, Canterbury leading 5-3. Wakatipu's going to have a penalty coming up. 2 minutes interference.
2 minutes of 3 minutes 49. It's a long time to be down one player when you're down by two.
Well, they might get a short-handed goal too. You never know. It's a quick shot from the side by Hoagland. Went wide. Pedrosa's out there. Here we go. Burstein against Smith. Comes in. Gorin coming back to back check. And we'll get a stoppage in the Canterbury zone. So Canterbury wins the face-off. Gibbons going to dump it behind the net. Not very hard. It gets pushed back. And now Gibbons gets it back. Starts out up to Hoagland side. Good stick check there by Nelson. Up to Gorin now. Pushed behind the net. Gibbons backhands. Continues it down the side. It's kept in. Nicely. They need to hold that blue line if they're going to stay on the offensive. So now Canterbury will start out, pushes it into neutral ice, has Hoagland crashing the net as she's pushed into the corner, looking for help. Come back to the point to Gardner. Quick shot, gets knocked down. It's pushed back to Gardner up by the point. And now it's going to be skated out by Heel, I believe. Godfrey does a good job to tie her up. She finally gets around her, has no help at all.
Been a good penalty kill by the Wakatipu Wild here.
Yeah, but they need a goal. They need two. So Mills takes it down the left side of the circle. Godfrey now gets it side of the net, takes it behind the net. Wakatipu is putting pressure. It's full court press, even though they're short-handed, for another 43 seconds.
Canterbury Inferno have given up 3 short-handed goals this year, so the opportunity is always there.
So now Bennett dumps it to Mills. Gardner will get there first, collect it, gather it behind her own net, start to skate it out, pushes it up the side. It's kept in nicely by a skate by Nelson. And now Godfrey has it down in the corner. Skating out, cross-ice pass to Hart. Takes it down the right side. Gets past Pedrosa. They fight for it down in the corner. Pedrosa's able to push it up the side and into neutral ice. That'll do it. We're back to even strength. Smith has it. It's kept in nicely by Nelson. Oh, knocked down in front. And a goal! Holy cow. Wow.
That was a really intense 2 minutes on the penalty kill from the Wakatipu Wild. It felt like they were almost on the power play. And the moment it came to an end, Kelly Nelson does this. Gets the shot away. The rebound is loose, and then a couple of hacks at it.
Is that Heel? Heel got the goal, did she?
Yeah, I believe it was. have they moved Abby Hill up to the front for some extra firepower up there? Because she's, or is that, that's Kaylin, right? Yes, that's Caitlin. Sorry, I thought
8.
it was
Yeah, Judy.
9. Yeah, 8 and 9. You got Abby and Judy Hill at 8 and 9, and yeah.
So
Kelly Nelson.
Wakatipu, I believe, has called a timeout now.
Well, you've got a minute 40. You got one more goal to get. You no doubt they will try and get this in the zone and then pull the goalie.
Well, pressure comes on Canterbury now.
Oh yeah,
for sure.
they absolutely. They must be feeling. They had this game
2-goal lead, 3-goal lead, 3-goal lead, 4-1, wasn't it?
4-1, yeah, after a shorthanded goal. And now, I mean, it's just gone crazy this period. There's been 10 minutes from the 50-minute mark. We've had 6 goals. And, yeah.
But you want to, Wakatipu has to get it down into the offensive zone and then pull the goalie and then get set up and play as a team.
Yeah.
That's the key. You know, in saying that, Canterbury has some quick skaters, and if anybody gets a breakaway or even gets the puck, they're going to be taking a shot.
Yeah, and with the minute 40 left, your top players have got to go out there.
Well, you got to sprint for a good 30 seconds and get off.
I don't think the Inferno have got their top defensive pairing out there. They might have just finished the shift. So this defensive pairing here, we've got.
Now, what are they doing? They're asking a question here. It looks like.
Here. So we've got Millicent Smith and Lucy Jane Hart out there at the moment for the Inferno. They've got to try and get through a shift. But the time has been taken off the clock. Don't know what's going on there. Minute 11 now on the clock. Yeah, okay. A minute 11. I'm not sure.
So Wakatipu wins the face-off. Hollier dumps it forward. They've got to actually take it into the zone.
Less time than we thought, Bill.
Yeah. So Helmrich starts but trips coming out from behind her own net. Matthews does a good job to keep it in. Hollier will start out now behind her own net. They need to skate this puck out and full court press. Good job by Canterbury. But again, Wakatipu have to get on top of this and skate it in. Can't dump and chase. And now they've got to pull the goalie in.
Yeah, she's going. Wishman's going. Jordan Wishman to the bench.
So now they need to set up the house.
20 seconds remaining.
Nah, no good, no good.
Oh, they don't get it out.
Kept in. Shot goes wide by Nelson. Heel has it down at the side. Good pressure by Canterbury. Goes back to Heel behind. Pushed out in front. Nobody there.
5.
Quick shot by Helmrich. It's going to get kicked into neutral ice, and that'll do it. Canterbury's going to win.
Wow, what a game. What a game from these two teams who have put it all out there, Bill. I can't believe the finish of this.
Yeah, well, that's how Wakatipu should have been playing all game. But every time that Wakatipu stepped up, Canterbury answered.
Yeah, they did.
You have to love their grit and their tenacity. So as Auckland is, ready for their three-peat this year, pressure comes on. I wouldn't sell Canterbury short at all.
No, they showed that they've got quality across the board. They've got quick forwards who can skate it up ice. They've got defenders who will keep some of the top scorers in the league in check. I mean, it opened up towards the end there, but what a game. What a game. I think both these teams can be very proud of what they put out there on the ice, no matter the results.
Yeah, I mean, I would have liked to have seen Wakatipu play their game a bit more.
I know you would. I know.
But, yeah, definitely not taking anything away from Canterbury. I mean, every time Wakatipu got close, they answered. They didn't quit. They had the grit. They had the tenacity. Great sportsmanship. Nobody was getting chippy.
Yeah.
It's great to see. I would. So who got that heel?
That's Abby Hill.
Yep.
Player of the day. And you were picking Gardner No,
yeah.
you were picking.
Well, I think
it was
Gardner's
Gardner.
in the running, but I went with Matthews. Yeah, because she
Megan
got the
Matthews.
short-handed goal,
Yeah, that
which
was
wound up being the winner, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yep.
that was an effort and a half, that one, to get that shorty. So, yeah, well done to those two players. It's Canterbury Inferno winning the second semi-final. They'll go on to meet the Auckland Steel in the gold medal match tomorrow night at the Dunedin Ice Stadium at 7:20.
But at 3:20.
4:10.
4:10.
4:10. That's on the website. So
Okay.
I go by the website. 4:10. The Wakatipu Wild will face off against the Dunedin Women Thunder for the third place, the bronze medal. So that's a game to watch as well. All the teams have put out a solid effort tonight, and I don't think you can go into any game tomorrow as either the favourite, because I think they've all shown that they can compete in this league.
Oh, yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, I do think it's Auckland's to lose, but any team can beat any team tomorrow. Absolutely. And, just looking forward to it. It's going to be another day of great hockey.
Yep. The pinnacle of women's hockey in New Zealand is coming to a head tomorrow night. Make sure you don't miss it. The gold medal match of the NZWIHL 2025 coming up in just under 24 hours.
Yeah, if you're in the Dunedin area, definitely drop by. It's going to be an exciting atmosphere. Electric. You can get your dinner here. You can get drinks.
Yeah.
Watch the game. Bring the boys.
Come and support your home team, the Dunedin Thunder Women, as they try and take third place. But, that'll do it for tonight, won't it, Bill? We've had a good time. It's been a couple of really good games. I hope everyone out there has enjoyed it. I know we have here at the Dunedin Ice Stadium. Big thanks to our referees, Hayden Potter and Lions people Barrett Wilson and Aidan Todd, for helping doing the work, the mahi in the stripes. Look at that.
We have a rescue dog on the
ice. Yeah, look at that. Let's zoom in on that, because everyone loves a cute puppy. Thanks to the Connors here for taking care of the technical, the camera, and the live stream. My name's Matt Whiffen.
I'm Bill Falcone.
And we will see you tomorrow for the final two games of the season.
All right.